Hello and welcome to the Track Talk season review of 2015. It's now time to focus on the four-year-olds as we move to the first leg of the four-year-old challenge, and War Affair, who had been saved from the international races by Elvin Tan, was eyeing a clean sweep through the series in the Stewards Cup, Patrons Bowl and ultimately the Emirates Singapore Derby in July. Sent out a $5.30 favourite in the small field, War Affair was expected to make short work of his lesser credentialed rivals over the 1400 metres.
Getting a little keen around the outside for Vorster going forward. Husey was next. War Affair kept out of trouble 3 wide from Night Wager, and back to the tail is Absolutely. They swing by the 1,000 metres, and a Happy Money just setting a steady tempo shows the way, led by a length and a quarter over Pachelbel's Cannoner, a length and a half to Gobi Ranger. Husey down on the inside, then Golden Brilliant. War Affair's been pushed out 4 wide here, followed by Night Wager and Absolutely back at the tail. Happy Money for Shafiq shows the way as they come down towards the top of the straight over Pachelbel's Cannoner. Husey smothered away over on the inside. Gobi Ranger. War Affair strides up audaciously 4-5 wide. Just inside of him is Golden Brilliant. Absolutely trying to get onto the back of War Affair, followed by Night Wager. Into the straight they come, and War Affair moves up on the outside with Golden Brilliant. Absolutely down the outside. Happy Money battling away. 250 metres to go. War Affair, he's got a bit of a fight, surprisingly, from his stablemate Happy Money over on the inside. It's War Affair in front over Happy Money. Cream rises to the top. He's going to be too good, but it wasn't easy. War Affair wins it by a length and a quarter over Happy Money in second.
So the four-year-olds headed to the mile in the Group 1 Patrons Bowl, a race previously won by Atto, Super Easy and Spalato in recent years. After a tough victory in the Stewards Cup, War Affair would once again go off hot favourite.
To begin with, Order of the Sun being ridden forward. Ideal Guide is going to be very handy, followed by Keshwar. Next of all, Night Wager, and 3 wide is War Affair, then Absolutely Husey, and back to the tail went Boomerang Deluxe. So they run down the back, inside 1,000 metres to go, and the front runner here is Order of the Sun, shows the way. In second position is Ideal Guide. They go by the 12 in actual fact. Over on the inside then is Magneto, a gap of 4 lengths to Keshwar. Night Wager. Now War Affair's out of shade deep from Absolutely, then came Husey, and back of the tail is Boomerang Deluxe. So down the side they come, in Order of the Sun. The VRC St Ledger winner shows the way, out by a length over Ideal Guide second. Over on the inside is Magneto, and they're still 4 lengths in front of Night Wager, then Keshwar. War Affair still travelling strongly, about 8 or 9 from the leader. Next of all, Absolutely, then came Husey, and back of the tail is Boomerang Deluxe. 600 metres to go, and Order of the Sun leads the Patrons Bowl into the stretch over Ideal Guide, then Magneto coming across heels. A gap away to War Affair with Munro just feeling for the champ. Next of all is Night Wager, Keshwar, Absolutely and Husey. Inside the 350, Magneto reaches the lead, but here's War Affair, charges down the middle of Kranji and races to the front. War Affair gets away, Keshwar out into the clear, begins to run on. War Affair's clear of Keshwar. Magneto battles away, but 5 Group 1s for War Affair, and the resume nowhere near complete. War Affair jogs up in the Patrons Bowl by 3.
Suited with the tempo set by Order of the Sun, War Affair's time was only 0.17 seconds outside the 1,600 metre long course record. The victory was War Affair's 14th of his career. Pat Shaw produced second in the race with the Gold Cup winner Keshwar, and third with Magneto. The clash over 2,000 metres in the Derby between the reigning horse of the year in War Affair and the best stayer in Keshwar was the next step for 2 of Singapore's best. So we moved to Derby Day, with 3 feature races on the card, including the UT Classic. Lumping 59 kilos, Step It Up came off a slow tempo to score. Trained by Laurie Laxon, who was holidaying in France, Laxon also produced promising stayer Mr Spielberg, who was the hard luck tail of the race.
About fit, then Step It Up, who's now warming up out wide, being followed by Mr Spielberg, who is hemmed away near the inside from Johnny Guitar and also Martin. So Slew of Load has had a nice enough run. Emperor's Banquet on the outside is up with him, and then came the 3-year-old Titanium, who's of course got the lightweight. Cheetah on Fire just slightly held up. Then Step It Up with a heavyweight coming down the outside. Titanium put under pressure. Back mid that pack. He can't win, I don't think, and Step It Up's coming down the outside. Emperor's Banquet, they got to Slew of Load, who has got nothing more to give. Then Martin, who's finishing off fairly well, but Step It Up with a 59. He's in front, he leads, running down with about 50 metres to go. Emperor's Banquet's coming back stylishly, but he took on the young guns and he was too good. Step It Up with a 59, fantastic. Step It Up.
With War Affair taking all before him, trainer Elvin Tan was in a fantasy land, preparing War Affair for what would be Tan's first ever Derby runner and on the brink of a famous clean sweep. In the saddle, Alan Munro, with so much experience, including an Epsom Derby in 1991. Munro had also won the Singapore Derby on the great mare Better Life in 2013. War Affair and Keshwa had developed a rivalry through Keshwa's triumph in the Gold Cup in 2014. On that occasion, Keshwa had the lightweight and War Affair a tough run. Still, in their only meeting over 2,200 metres, Keshwa had outstayed his more fashionable opponent. The Emirates Singapore Derby, the final leg of the 4-year-old challenge, a battle between the best horse and the best stayer at level weights over 2,000 metres. What more could you ask for? It promised to be one of the races of the season.
Gates are back. They're racing in the Emirates Singapore Derby. Husey was a little bit slow out. Away quickly, Order of the Sun going straight to the lead. And up on the outside going forward is Ideal Guide. In fact, trying to come across Fastnet Dragon, the rails. Coptato just off them. Keshwa rolling up on the outside. He's going to be ridden up there. Next is War Affair getting across to be 3 out as they leave the straight right of Valkyries. Over on the inside, Seabros has ridden a lot closer than normal. They were followed by Absolutely Blue Swede, then Husey, Twickenham, and last of all is Night Wager. They work towards the back, 1,450 metres to go, and Woodworth trying to steady the tempo with Order of the Sun. Shows the way a length and a half. Keshwa worked around a second. Fastnet Dragon, the run of the race, third over on the leader's back, followed by next of all Ideal Guide. Down on the rails is Seabros. He's only around about 3 or 4 lengths from the leader, so he's very handy. In fact, is caught out a shade wide. Coptato between horses. Next of all is War Affair. He's in 3 wide, but he's got a little bit of cover there from In Fact. Twickenham trying to move around the outside. Just ahead of it is Absolutely Right of Valkyries. Then came Blue Swede. He's third from last with Husey. And last of all is Night Wager. Coming down the side in the Derby, and Order of the Sun, the VRC St Ledger winner from Australia, shows the way. Order of the Sun. In second position is Keshwa, followed by Fastnet Dragon, Ideal Guide, Seabros over on the inside, Coptato. Then In Fact, now Munro allows War Affair to stride up, but he's pushed out 4 wide. Followed then by Rider Valkyries, absolutely between horses. Next of all in a packing field is Twickenham, followed by Husey, Blue Swede and Night Wager. Into the straight, the Gold Cup winner Keshwa reached the lead. Ideal Guide coming after him. Order of the Sun. Here comes War Affair down the middle of the straight, and he runs on quickly. War Affair goes to Keshwa in for the fight. War Affair poked his nose in front. Keshwa won't go away. War Affair, Keshwa, stride for stride in the Emirates Singapore Derby. Keshwa, War Affair, Fastnet Dragon the inside. Keshwa wins the Gold Cup.
Once he jumped well, and I just let him roll and handled up outside the leader. I wouldn't say it was all over. I know I've only won by a head, but I had a pretty soft run outside the leader and went to him as I want. I noticed War Affair coming probably about the 200, but he wasn't coming with a massive rush. And the moment he got within a sort of a neck of me, I thought, he's going to have to be good, you know, because this horse is tough. He's a tradesman. He offers everything. He's not brilliant or flash, but he just gives 110% from the 200 to the winning post, and he just managed to fight him off.
It would be War Affair's final appearance of the season, succumbing to injury in the lead-up to the Triple Crown. In another twist, he would change stables to Bruce Marsh at the end of the year. For Keshwa, Fastnet Dragon, Coptato and Seabros, they would all meet again later in the year in the Gold Cup, highlighting the strength of the Derby of 2015. To the final feature on Derby Day for the sprinters, and Kiwi Karma went into the Petiti Gold Trophy as the punters-elect, having not been seen since her gutsy fourth in the Chris Flyer sprint. Also in the race was Wimbledon, going for his 4th straight win, but regular rider Corey Brown had opted to go with the grey Daniel, who was first up from a spell.
For home they come, and up on the outside Kiwi Karma jogs up alongside of Flak Jacket. Just in behind them, Happy Money dropping off. Wimbledon into the clear, runs on. Kiwi Karma went to the lever. Flak Jacket kicks on strongly. early. Wimbledon out of the middle, and Daniel begins to run on. The favourite Kiwi Karma reaches a narrow lead, but Wimbledon goes to it. Wimbledon, Kiwi Karma, Daniel out wider. Wimbledon poked his nose in front. Daniel comes quickly. It might have got there first up. Daniel, a great
barring an incredible form reversal, the Juvenile Championship would belong to Super One.
A length away back third. Then came to Buffalo Man, Kabira Warrior. Excellent one, Mr. Nevermind, Genius Dayun, and also Dash of Class. So Super One, he travels nicely, running down with 400 metres to go. Limbs Showcase comes out of the pack and goes into second. Then Lim Sincere, the Buffalo Man, and further back Kabira Warrior. But Corey Brown is sitting very quietly here on our star 2-year-old in Singapore, and he's running down towards the furlong marker, about 5 lengths in front, and a widening gap as well. Lim Showcase battling on. Excellent one, Kabira Warrior, then Dash of Class, but he's going to finish the 2-year-old series a mile too good for them, and he strolls home. Juvenile Championship goes to Super One by about 4.5 and hard held.
Attracting offers from international buyers, Super One would be lured to Australia, where he unsuccessfully targeted the Group 1 Coolmore Stud Stakes at Flemington. Despite that performance, hopes remain of a prospective stud career for the son of I Am Invincible. Super Winner stamped himself as one of the leading Polytrack horses when scoring a much-deserved win in the KRA Trophy in July. In a race packed with promising Polytrack horses, Super Winner would also have to tackle 3 visitors from Korea.
Great rate as they come to the top of the straight. Wimbledon's been out 3 wide. My Lucky Strikes at a charmed run over on the leader's back. Caster goes up wider, followed by Hypernova, then Gobi Ranger. McVolts comes to the outside along with Nobody Catch Me. Super Winner's gone to the lead. After it here is Wimbledon on the outside. Xiangu battles away okay. Down the outside, Nobody Catch Me with McVolts, but Super Winner the front runner, trying to get there. Wimbledon on the outside. My Lucky Strike over on the fence. A Super Winner clear by a length over Wimbledon. Battling away well, My Lucky Strike, but Super Winner draws away and wins the KRA Trophy. Super Winner, My Lucky Strike will get second.
The Chairman's Trophy over 1,800 metres has been a race dominated over the years by Laurie Laxon. Laxon, looking for his 5th win in the race, saddled up Goodman, who won the Chairman's Trophy in 2014, and Step It Up, who was on a 2-week backup after his win in the UT Classic. Also in the field was the veteran Flax.
As they turn in top of the straight, 520 metres to go, accomplished narrowly over Ideal Guide. Goodman up on the outside, Wild Geese coming down the outer. Now Step It Up trying to thread a passage between them. One Ra, Blue Danube, Martin a long way back. Flax's ground to make up as well. They go to the final 250 across the track. Step It Up gets the split. One Ra comes with him. Wild Geese out wider. Ideal Guy battling away. Flax down the outside, but Step It Up shot through to the front. Wild Geese running a good race. One Ra not far away. Step It Up just in front. He's a grand campaigner and he adds another Group 2 to his resume. Step It Up wins from Wild Geese, running a blinder in second. Third's tight.
After a frustrating and unsuccessful campaign in Hong Kong in the previous year, Spilato's long-awaited return from injury was to come on the Polytrack in the Woodlands Handicap over 1,200 metres. Having won his only ever run on the Polytrack by nearly 10 lengths, Spilato was looking not only to remain undefeated on the surface, but also remain undefeated in Singapore.
Brilliant Dealer just off them and going up wider, Happy Money. They were followed by Davide over on the rails ahead of Hypernova. Over on the fence is Golden Sandsteed. Getting back was Cavallo, and back at the tail of proceedings is Valavole. They're about to draw off the back now, a fraction over 800 metres to go, and El Milagro keen against Cutley shows the way. Over Spilato in second. Hooker Falls third over on the inside, Happy Money, then Brilliant Deal. Hypernova's trapped out 3 wide. Next of all then is Davide over on the inside and a little tight for room from Cavallo going up wider. Then Golden Sandsteed and Valavole. Top of the straight, 500 metres to go. El Milagro's done it well in the lead. Up on the outside, Spilato gets to within a neck as they turn in. They were followed by Happy Money. Then Hooker Falls, who's enjoyed a lovely run. Hypernova, Cavallo are down the outside. Nunez gave the champ a little bit of rain here, and Spilato dashed away. Inside the 200, Spilato by 4 over Hooker Falls. Cavallo down the outside, but it's been worth the wait. Spilato's going to spank them in his first run in 2015. Welcome back, champ. Spilato cruises home to win by 5.
An incredible return from Spilato, who was right back to his best. Lumping the clear top weight, the win gave great relief for trainer John O'Hara and owner Graham Mackey, who would focus next on the Jumbo Jet Trophy in September. Well, great to have Spilato back in action here in Singapore, and after the break on the Track Talk season review, we'll have more of Spilato and also the Singapore Triple Crown.